This is Sonny from Ellis Vitality, and I'm here with my good friend Oscar, who's also a personal trainer. And what I wanted to do in this video real quick is, you guys know I'm super focused on health, and obviously physical health, but more importantly, your mental health. So what I wanted to do in this video today, since I'm with a personal trainer here, is he's gonna talk, I'm gonna ask him 3 things that you can do for your physical health, and then I'm gonna do 3 things for your mental health. So we'll just go back and forth. So why don't we actually go and start with the physical health. So if you want to introduce yourself real quick.
Awesome. Hey, what's up everybody? My name is O from O.Javier.tv. I'm a personal trainer and I also do filmmaking. I would say that the main thing that most people overlook, very simple, is your level of activity.
So let's start that way, right? So you go number 1. So you said number 1 for physical health, activity.
Activity. So you got to increase the level of activity. In other words, the frequency and the way you move and how often you move. So in other words, if you don't have to drive somewhere and it's fairly close, you can walk there. And what does that do? Not only does it work out your muscles a little bit more, I don't even want to say a little bit more, but it works out your muscles more than if you were just very sedentary, just laying on the couch. So it also burns a lot of calories, and you'll see how over time, if you have a counter on your phone or a step counter, I know you have those like physical ones that you could actually buy, and you could like stick it on your hip and counter. You put it in your shoes. Count the amount of steps you take throughout the day, and you'll see that you'll burn a lot of calories and shed off those like unwanted extra pounds just by walking a couple of extra miles a day, going up the stairs instead of taking the elevator. Just those little things of increasing your movement.
So there you go. You got to start moving. So now my number 1 pick for mental health is meditation. Okay, so everyone knew I was gonna go there, but look, you got to be present to the moment. The thing that really hurts you mentally is when we're always living in the past or living in the future. And what meditation simply is, it trains your brain to come to the present moment. And when you're in the present moment, you can just relax and you could be in a state of ease, which really helps you mentally. So meditation is my number 1 pick for mental health.
Physical health, also strength training. Now, when people hear strength training, you know, they're used to seeing on the internet, you know, they automatically think you have to bench press like 500 pounds or squat like 1,000 pounds. Is just working the muscle past a certain stress point. So what you could actually, you don't have to lift that much weights or that much amount of weights. What you could do is what I give most of my clients as a kind of like a base training, which is every morning before 9 a.m. they have to do 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, 50 body squats, and around 10 to 20 pull-ups. And what happens to your body over time is that you're little by little, I have to increase that number because they have to keep challenging their muscle and taking it past that point of failure. And what does that do? It makes it stronger. So you're strength training.
All right, so number 2 for mental health is stepping into the unknown and constantly challenging yourself and challenge your brain. So even things like what I've personally done is a lot of traveling, getting into new cities, moving around. I mean, anything that mentally challenges you and you get into the unknown environments all the time. Now keep in mind that most of the time we are living an identical life from day to day. Let me say this, studies have proven that we have about 60, 70, 80,000 thoughts per day. And what's very interesting is that 90% of our thoughts are identical from day to day to day. And most of the time we're doing the same thing over and over again. We go to the same jobs. Most of our jobs are repetitive. A lot of the times we're going to like the same restaurants, same bars. We're doing the same activities every weekend. Even a lot of the vacations that people take is doing the similar kind of vacations. You know, I live in the States. A lot of people from here go to the Caribbean or go to Miami for few days or a week or something, just lay down on the beach. So we're not constantly we're not challenging our mind, and what that does is your mind just goes to atrophy. So you have to constantly challenge your mind by stepping into unknown environments and doing things that constantly again challenges your mind. So challenge your mind, step into the unknown.
So number 3 for physical health is kind of correlates into what Sonny was just talking about, and it's actually making sure you sweat every day. Now, it could be something as simple, and I know people living in very hot areas are going to say, oh, I sweat all the time because it's just 90 degrees here all the time. No, what I mean is just again correlates back to number one, which is level of activity. So if you make sure that you sweat every day, whether it is you got to go and run around your block, whether it is let's say I had a friend that actually had to carry his groceries from the supermarket to his house because he didn't have a car for a certain amount of time, and he was always complaining how, oh man, I have to sweat and this and that. It's like, dude, first of all, your arms got bigger, and number two, your cardio level just went up because you're always sweating. So you lost like a good 10 pounds in those like 3 months that you didn't have a car. So right there off the top, making sure you sweat every day, cardiovascular health automatically increases.
Third pick for mental health is getting proper and deep sleep. If you're not getting good sleep, look, you're going to be affected. Your mind's going to be affected, and it's not going to be good. So you have to make sure that you're getting good 7, 8, 9 hours of sleep. Even for some people, it varies from people to people, but even for some people, if you're getting 9 hours of restful, great sleep, that's going to help you tremendously. So you have to get deep, restful sleep. You have to make sleep a priority in your life. Like a lot of these things I hear people saying, oh, who needs sleep? Or, you rest when you're dead. It's all bullshit, guys. You have to balance it out in many ways. Look, I'm all about hustling, and I hustle as much as the next person. But at the end of the day, you still got to understand that you got to get your sleep. You got to prioritize that. So there you go, sleep. So there you go. So number 3 things for mental health is meditation, step into the unknown and challenge your mind, and then get good night's sleep. And the 3 things for physical were...
Now the 3 things for physical is increase the frequency of movement, strength training, and cardiovascular. Sweat every day.
There you go. So you have it now. This is Sunny again from Endless Vitality, here with Oscar, and I'm going to have a link to his channel below. He also has a channel where he has great stuff where he talks a lot about working out and a lot of physical health and vitality and stuff. Check it out. There you go, have it. All right, we'll see you next time.